Hello! Today I thought I would do a video that I'm sort of referring to as a what's in my bag type of video, but the twist is that I'm going to be showing you my bag which is full of UFOs, which is what costumers like to call unfinished objects. So this is just a bag that when we were moving, I sort of threw stuff into that I had already started and it was already cut out and in pieces, and I just haven't gotten around to finishing it. I don't know if it's interesting for people, but I thought I would just sort of show what has been laying around waiting to be finished in my house. And Max is joining me because he can't sit still by himself. The first thing that I actually have picked up and started actively working on again recently is an 18th century men's frock coat that I started making for myself. This is nearing completion. You can see the lining is in. It's mostly in one piece. I still have to attach the lining at the cuffs. I'm currently working on pleating the back vents, which I found a little hard to follow and confusing, but I'm doing my best. So that is one that I'm hoping is going to be finished in the next couple months, unless I have to interrupt it to pick up something else instead for some reason. This over here. The next thing in here, I'm actually using a costume college bag, if you can see. The next thing in here, this is a Lirapipe hood that I don't even remember when I started this. This is fabric left over from my 12th century bleout gown. It's just wool that was left over from that, and I had enough that I used a pattern that I found online somewhere. I don't even remember where. It's been that long since I started this, and it's got gores. It's got this really super long Lirapipe. The only thing I really have left to do on this is add buttons so that I can actually wear it. And I recently found, I think it was the Dreamstress's blog. She has instructions on making little medieval fabric buttons. So I bookmarked that, and I'm hoping sometime this winter I can put buttons on this and actually be able to wear it. Okay. This project I started over the summer in the middle of also doing my grant project. For some reason, I thought that would work out, and of course I didn't get to work on this one very much. This is going to be an English gown. Can you see the pleated back there? I'm using the Larkin & Smith pattern to make an English gown. I started doing this one all by hand, so that's why it's going a little bit slow. At this point, the side panels of the skirt are sewn together, and now they have to be sewn on to the back part of the skirt. But just my grant project became in the way, and I haven't gone back to working on this one yet because it still has way more work to do on this one than I have on any of my other UFOs, so I'm just waiting on this one. Oh, and here's the Larkin & Smith pattern and instruction booklet. This one, so this is all fabric left over from my J.P. Ryan round gown that I made, and I made this back in 2015, I believe. And I have enough of this. This is the Waverly curtain fabric that I bought at Lowe's. I have enough of this left over that I decided I was going to try to use a combination of the American Duchess pattern and my J.P. Ryan pattern, and then use the American Duchess Guide to 18th Century Costuming to make a more historically accurate short jacket with a skirt. So I have most of the pieces cut out with the lining. And I think where I left off on this one, I was like trying to figure out how to start pinning the fabric and the lining together to use that English stitch that American Duchess has in their book to put this all together. Oh, here's the skirts that I cut out. Here, wait, it's bigger. It's much bigger. And so this I started at least a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago at this point, and got the pieces cut out. Something interrupted me. I don't remember what it was, and I just haven't gone back to it. So this has been just hanging around. It's been in the bottom of this bag since I cut these out. And I'm not sure when or if I will go back to this one because I have so many other things that I want to prioritize at this moment that one is going to be sitting around for a while. I didn't bring it up, but I have a blazer that I started making from just some simplicity suiting pattern probably back in 2012, and I couldn't get the jacket lapel to lay correctly. So for the longest time it was just draped over the back of my sewing chair, and when we moved, I don't even remember where it is at this point. It's kind of a source of embarrassment right now, and I think it's time to just get rid of it because it's become more of a burden than it needs to be, and I don't think I'm ever really going to finish it or feel comfortable wearing it because the lapel is so messed up at this point. I don't think I can fix it. And I'm just a much better sewer now than I was when I started it, so it might be time to just scrap that and start over with something else if I want to. Hi, Max. So that's pretty much all I have going on right now. I'm hoping that in the winter I can make it to Colonial Williamsburg, so there's a few winter warm items that I want to sew for going there, which is part of the reason I am prioritizing the frock coat, because I'm hoping I can finish the frock coat and the rest of the outfit before I go to have something warm to wear. But I also want to make a red cloak to go over some of my gowns, and also a pair of mitts. So yeah, I don't know how far I'm gonna get on any of these UFOs this year, but hopefully I will get at least the frock coat done. So thanks for watching. I hope you found it interesting, and I will see you again next time.